Once upon a time, there was a wise and powerful king named Solomon. He was known throughout the land for his wisdom and fairness. One day, two women came to his court with a dispute. They were both claiming to be the mother of the same child. The first woman said, "This child is mine. I gave birth to him last night, but my roommate took him from me while I was sleeping. She put her dead baby in my arms instead." The second woman said, "No, the child is mine. Your baby is the one who died." Solomon listened to both women's stories carefully, but he could not decide who was telling the truth. He thought for a moment, and then he said, "Bring me a sword." The guards brought a sword to the king, and he held it up in the air. "I am going to cut the child in half," he said. "Each woman will get half." The first woman was horrified. "Please don't hurt the baby," she cried. "I would rather give him to the other woman than see him killed." The second woman seemed unconcerned. "Cut the baby in half," she said. "That way, neither of us will have him." Solomon knew that the real mother would never let her child be killed. He pointed to the first woman and said, "She is the real mother. Give her the child." The people in the court were amazed by Solomon's wisdom. They knew that he had made the right decision. Another time, two men came to Solomon with a dispute. They were both claiming to own the same vineyard. The first man said, "I bought this vineyard from the previous owner. I have the deed to prove it." The second man said, "No, the vineyard belongs to me. My family has owned it for generations." Solomon listened to both men's stories carefully, but he could not decide who was telling the truth. He thought for a moment, and then he said, "We will divide the vineyard in half. Each man will get one half." The first man was overjoyed. He knew that he would now have a vineyard of his own, but the second man was upset. He said, "Your Majesty, I cannot divide the vineyard in half. It has been in my family for generations, and it is my birthright." Solomon knew that the second man was telling the truth. He said, "The vineyard belongs to you. A true owner would rather have the vineyard destroyed than divided." The second man was so grateful to Solomon for his wisdom and fairness. He bowed down and kissed Solomon's ring. King Solomon was a wise and just ruler. He was known for his ability to solve difficult problems and make fair decisions. His stories of wisdom are still told and rattled today.